What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out. Don't forget about the world's largest rap contest.com. It's a website, the world's largest rap contest.com, y'all. This is a website. If you're a rapper, beat maker, rappers and beat makers can register. Look, that's me when I was young, y'all, right there. I've been in music and helping people get their music out there for years, man. And now, because of the network and the internet, I can help people all over the world. So let's see where you at. Or you can register for free. Build yourself a profile page. Take your time and read and do this. And Uncle Mike will help you and show you how to turn music into money. That's what I do. It's all kinds of stuff in the website. Groups, members. So, and I'm not logged in. So, I was going to show you how the group page is. You got all kinds of groups you can join. Now, some of the groups are free, and some of the groups you have to pay, activity fee. And you can network with people all over the world and different things. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. It's now connected. These people are connected. So it's all kinds of stuff that you can do on this website. And you can get in touch with me, and I would do some type of see where you're at with your music and everything, and how we can get your music out there so other people can hear you. Now, back to my main man, Mac Moolah. This little dude right here is cool as I don't know what, man. Laid back, he doing his thing, man. The murder that got Bricc Baby and Big U arrested by the feds. Oh my God. Oh my gracious, Big U. Come on, Big U. You want to be Big U? You want to do something positive? You can't do negative stuff, but do something positive to kind of cover up for the stuff. You can't do that. You got to be if you positive, you be 100% positive. Because you could be doing all this positive stuff. This is how the world looks. And this is how the world act. You could do all this positive stuff. Thousands and thousands of positive stuff. And do one thing wrong. One thing wrong. You done stole something from somebody. You snitched on somebody. You done raped somebody. You done did this, that, the third, whatever. One little thing wrong. And everybody hates you. They forget about all that good stuff you did. So don't do wrong. Hey, let's see what my main man Mac got to say about this bad boy. Y'all hit that subscribe button, give him a thumbs up. Y'all go check his channel out, and let's check it out.
And a bunch of LA Crips then got locked up on a RICO charge for Bricc Baby, Big U, and a bunch of LA Crips then got locked up on a RICO charge for murder.
On a
Drugs, selling drugs,
on a RICO charge.
Banking. It's going down for real.
FBI, open up!
I don't know what's wrong with them, folks, but we finna lock in right here, and we gonna break it all the way down. Y'all know how we do over here. Look at the mustache on this mother.
This is bad. Really, really, really bad.
What up,
if you
Flacco?
haven't heard already, earlier this morning, the Department of Justice announced that Big U, Loose Cannon, and Bricc Baby, they've all been charged in a federal complaint alleging racketeering crimes were committed by the Rolling 60s. 19 people total have been arrested and charged in the first federal complaint. Now, this federal complaint is surrounding Big U and Big U Enterprises, and the people you see on the screen are people the feds believe helped Big U commit crimes.
Oh, dang. So they think all these people helped Big U commit crimes. The sucker part about this is, folks, Big U is a grown ass man. This ain't no whole bunch of like teenagers, kids, people in their 20s. Big U like somebody granddaddy, man. Do your homework.
Bricc Baby is also the subject of another separate sealed indictment that we know nothing about until Bricc Baby goes to court and the indictment gets unsealed. So there's a lot of components working here, and I'm going to try to simplify it as much as possible in this video. This came as a shock to a lot of us, but the people involved like Bricc Baby and Loose Cannon, they've been expecting this for a very long time. It's been a countdown, to be honest.
I heard Bricc Baby helped Lil Durk unalive Quando now. Quando Rondo cousin. I heard Bricc Baby helped orchestrate that because you know what happened in L.A. Bricc Baby from L.A. Do your homework on L.A.
Dave knew that the RICO was coming for some time now. The feds have raided Bricc Baby and Loose Cannon's crib.
Oh, for real?
They've had several interactions with the feds.
I didn't know that.
The feds have been messing with them for a very long time, and they would even admit to such.
Look, outside of that, the feds picked you up 2 times, right? You said the feds have picked you up on numerous occasions, right?
What part? What time? Yeah. Okay, so look.
So
we're gonna elaborate.
Hold on, wait, pause on this
respond
right here. You telling me you knew the feds were looking for you and you stayed in the United States of America? I would have been my ass in Japan somewhere. Thailand, Australia. They would have had to find me.
It's like this, right? Because when the same time they came and picked your ass up, right? They came and got Big Useless, right?
Useless.
And then, they rolled on me.
Yeah.
So you already know the answer.
I don't know that they wrote on you. I'm telling you. I'm saying
we dealing with this
2 separate times.
Okay,
I hear you.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
You're talking.
No, look
to them.
Okay, so listen.
You can't. So
So
Loose Cannon and Bricc Baby revealed last night that Loose Cannon, Bricc Baby, and Big U all had a run-in with the feds right around the exact same time.
Around the same time.
Now, Bricc Baby's house was raided and an AK-47 was found. And Bricc Baby picked up a federal gun case at the time. Now, Bricc will say that the feds and the state police raided his home. However, the feds didn't really charge him. It's the state police who charged him, but it was a DA reject. But after they raided his crib, Bricc Baby would confide in his homie at the time called Christopher Lovejoy, aka 600. And he would tell 600 that he was notified that Big U was being investigated for a federal RICO. And he would tell 600 that the federal RICO was stemming from a hot one out of town. And by hot one, he means a murder that took place out of town.
600, that go back to you. He told you, the feds talked to him and told you what?
That's crazy.
You understand? I'm with Bricc at this time. I was his savior to bring it back to the hood. He telling me everything that's going on, so I know what's going on with the case and everything other.
It's getting spooky, gang.
He's telling me, man, the feds be on all your videos, bro. They like, man, Lovejoy gives us a tour of the hood every day.
He telling me.
They watch all your videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? Why do I watch my videos? Like, whatever. But he's like, yeah, bro. They found the chop. I'm like, okay. So I didn't really think nothing of it because, like I told you, my whole stance with him at that point was he never told before this.
Right.
So I just assumed that he was in some hot grease and he had whatever he had coming from the legal system. So I never really followed up on till time started going by. Like, nigga, what's up with that case? They start going around it. You feel
No, 600. Your first red flag was when he started telling you the feds was telling him about Big U.
2025 is a crazy place when you got a bunch of grown-ass 30, 40, 50-year-old men on the internet gangbanging, committing murders, catching bodies. Gang. Y'all supposed to be, ain't y'all somebody daddy? Do your homework on daddies. This ain't what's supposed to be going on, folks. Hold on, man. I gotta turn my shit off.
Oh my God. I'm just supposed to be. You got that right, Mac. Hey, Mac. Mac said, hold on, man. Mac gonna sit there and smoke. It's funny. Hey, Mac. It's funny how you can sit there and smoke and do your thing, but I can't sit here and eat, and I'm old. I'm 58, young. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be doing. You got it, cuz. I ain't trying to do nothing to nobody, period. You got it, cuz. I'm trying to live life and be happy.
Tell somebody, daddy, do your homework on daddy.
Somebody, granddaddy.
This ain't what's supposed to be going on, folks. Hold on, man. I gotta turn my shit off.
So that's what he telling me. He like, bro, Big E on fire, bro. It's ugly for cuz. They want cuz in jail.
It's ugly for cuz.
They got a RICO on him. I'm like, yeah. He like, no, but you ain't got nothing to worry about. It's a Big U Rico, not a 6-0 Rico. Everybody who he been dealing with, they tied Cuz to a house, went out the way.
Oh.
I'm like, ooh. He said, yeah, it's ugly.
They tied Cuz to
like,
a body.
That's the thing the family
Flacco, you see what we be saying?
Whoa. Who's that Flacco guy? I don't know who he is, bro.
Oh, don't put me up in there, boy.
Well, not this guy, bro. Not Flacco. Hey, bro. I don't know nothing. The hot one out of town, aka the murder out of town that they're referring to, is the 2021 murder of Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn Williams is the best friend of Big U's son. Rayshawn Williams lives with Big U at some point.
Right.
Now, Rayshawn Williams was found dead in a ditch with multiple bullet wounds in Vegas in 2021. Late last week, Christopher Love.
Everybody that know, LA to Vegas like 3-4 hours. Feel me? So that's not, it's out of town, but it ain't like out of town though. If you in Vegas and they want you in LA, they have no problem going to Vegas. And Vegas gun laws are a lot more lenient in LA.
Joy, aka 600, would actually take to social media to reveal that the family of Rayshawn Williams told him that the police located Big U's DNA under Rayshawn Williams' fingernails.
Man, we got some pretty disturbing news, man. And
Damn.
Y'all remember a couple days ago when I mentioned that case where the kid, the football player, you know, it was Big U's son's best friend,
Big U's son, best friend,
living with Big U.
Damn.
Was killed. And it was saying that Big U didn't show up to the funeral, never contacted the mother for any type of support.
Damn.
Anything. Just blocked her and everything. Woo! It was just like, damn, bro, like you.
That's spooky.
You always say if you know anything about these gang murders to give you the information. But when the football player is the best friend of your son who was living with you,
you blocking everybody.
Dead, you don't want nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
So the news came out today, this morning. The mother said that Big U has been denying to give his DNA. So they had to send a warrant to get Big U's DNA.
Damn, young. Are you
want to take a wild guess whose DNA came back on his son? Big U, Eugene Henley's DNA.
That's spooky as hell, gang. See, now.
Now, what he gonna say is, well, the little boy was living with me. I think he paid for studio time for the little guy and everything. Rest in peace, bruh. He done did so much stuff for the little boys. Of course, you gonna find my DNA on his body. That's the defense he gonna try to use. Yeah, that is crazy, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go get me a beer on this one. You smoking weed, I can get me a beer. Old man beer. Pause. All right, I'm back now. Let's keep it moving. Here we go.
Now it's getting a little bit. So you trying to tell me this old man with the salt and pepper goatee, he got gray hairs on his goatee, Kai? That's how they talk in LA. He got gray hairs on his goatee, Kai.
That's how they
talk. On the hood.
He got gray hairs.
You trying to tell me
full
your
gray.
old 50, 60-year-old ass went to Vegas and caught a body and you unalived your son's best friend? So much so. Do you know, bro, what? And they found your DNA under his fingernails? That mean it was some type of struggle, bro. That mean it was some type of, come here, boy. He was trying to get you up off him. And it just ain't working. You bow. Or something. Cause if you blinking from down the street, ain't no way his fingernails grew and scratched you from down the block. Do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework.
And they say they found him in the ditch. So now I'm wondering what the hell really going on.
Came back on her son's fingernails.
That's spooky,
Black
bro.
100 will follow.
Hold on, y'all, because y'all know I love putting y'all on to that easy money. Cashkick.com is a
call between himself and the family of Rayshawn.
Earn you some of the easiest money you can make. Y'all can't say I ain't never did nothing for you.
Follow this up by posting a call between himself and the family of Rayshawn Williams, where they are alerting WAC 100 that the police plan on arresting Big U in late March, early April.
Oh, it's late March.
So,
Yeah, they started DNA testing my brother nails.
okay, so, that's bad work.
He said,
So that means my brother.
Now, that's what y'all been hearing. This one ain't nobody heard. Let me find this shit.
That's bad work. Oh, slow down.
Since of April.
They still ain't arrested you, nigga?
I had to come up for air.
Well, they told me between me and you, please, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know.
That spooky part is this grown ass man is so Whack 100 is he leaking this?
Yeah, this is the part that I don't understand. Of course, everybody wants views and clicks and all that stuff. So she said, please don't put this out there. And he put it out anyway. Shame on you, Whack, for doing that. No bullshit. That's shame on you. I don't care if it was after the fact and the dude was already locked up. So now you leaking it. Shame on you.
And she said, don't tell nobody. And you posted it?
They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
She told Whack don't tell nobody, but Whack told the entire internet. Now, Whack's explanation for this is he had to tell the internet because if he didn't, people will look at him a certain way. But right on cue, everything that's been discussed on the internet over the last year and a half surrounding Big U, Bricc Baby,
bullshit.
Gotta call it when I
Williams
see it.
and everything in loose cannon. Everything that's Whack's explanation for this is he had to tell the internet because if he didn't, people will look at him a certain way.
No, you didn't have to tell the internet. And you could have told the internet why you didn't tell the internet, Whack. That was Whack. That was Whack right there. Now I see why they call you Whack. Real talk.
But right on cue, everything that's been discussed on the internet over the last year and a half surrounding Big U, Bricc Baby, Rayshawn Williams, and everything in loose cannon, it all came in fruition, even down to the exact arrest date.
Right.
Right on cue, the feds announced the federal indictment of Big U and 18 other Rolling 60 associates this morning.
Law enforcement.
We will learn several things during this press conference. We will learn that the feds have been looking at the podcast in LA. They've been looking at several LA podcasts, recording, taking down everything. So if you've been speaking on an LA podcast as of lately, bro, over the last 4 years, you are in severe trouble. You in trouble. Now, the feds would also alert that this entire investigation, this entire RICO investigation into Big U and his associates and his business dealings all started with the murder of Rayshawn Williams.
Okay,
when they
so that's
began to investigate the murder of Rayshawn Williams in 2021, that's when the investigation of Big U and the Rolling 60 started. Now, the feds will officially say that Big U is responsible for the death of Rayshawn Williams, in their opinion.
As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the Rolling 60s. He rose to prominence.
Let's run through the murder of Rayshawn Williams and exactly why they're tying Big U to the murder of Rayshawn Williams. Rayshawn was signed to Big U's record label, Unique Music. Okay. So on January 20th, 2021, Big U sent Rayshawn Williams to Vegas to record music in a Grammy-nominated studio. Okay. He got an Airbnb for Rayshawn Williams, and he paid for the studio time for a week. Okay. Rayshawn Williams was to record a bunch of music, and afterwards, Big U would choose which music he can get behind, according to the affidavit. Right. But according to the documents, when Rayshawn Williams got to Vegas, he really wasn't taking advantage of being able to record in a Grammy-nominated studio. He will record one day, take the next day off. They won't see him the following day. He come back, and then they don't see him again. So he was bored. So the Grammy-nominated studio, right, one of the employees contacted Big U, and they let Big U know, hey, bruh, you paying for studio time, but homie ain't really coming to record like that.
Damn.
Big U, being really annoyed according to the court documents, hopped in his vehicle with one of his right-hand men.
Wait a minute. Don't tell me he unalived them because of that. Or maybe he went to address it and it went bad.
Goes by Robinson.
Damn.
So Big U and Robinson hopped in the car and they drove to Vegas. Big U popped up at Rayshawn Williams' Airbnb
because he know where it's at because he booked it
on January 24th. When confronted by Big U for being lazy and not recording, Rayshawn Williams would tell Big U that he didn't go to the studio a couple of days because he didn't have a ride to the studio. It's unclear exactly how that discussion went, but it couldn't have went too bad because Big U will still schedule a studio session for 7 p.m. that day, and Rayshawn Williams would join.
Dang, young. It's almost like your dream is about to come true. You in the studio. You in the top of the line to studio. Everybody want to be a rapper, beat maker. Everybody want to do this thing called music, right? But for some reason, your excuse that you didn't go to the studio is because you didn't have a fucking ride? Really? That's the excuse you gonna have to not be able to do your dream. Nigga, I would have walked. Fuck a ride. I don't have a ride. It would have been 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I would have started walking. Yo, where you going? I don't have no ride, dog, and I'm trying to get to the studio. It's my dream coming true. Rent me a bicycle or something. I don't care if it. I will walk by any means necessary. Come on, cuz. Oh, this is a long video. My bad.
Join Big U at the studio a couple hours later, around like 9-ish p.m.
And they got all this.
So Rayshawn Williams and Big U went to the studio according to the documents, and they recorded records and heard the other records that Rayshawn Williams had recorded.
Right.
And they left the studio around 12:30 a.m. Officials believe that Big U turned off his phone shortly after leaving the studio with Rayshawn Williams because Big U's phone stopped reporting data shortly after 12:30 a.m. But officials will say they know that Big U drove the vehicle with Rayshawn Williams in it back to the Airbnb because around 1:13 a.m., they arrived at the Airbnb according to the surveillance footage, and Rayshawn Williams got out of the vehicle and went inside and grabbed all of his belongings, despite the fact that Rayshawn Williams' flight wasn't scheduled until the following day, and the Airbnb checkout wasn't scheduled until the following day. So Rayshawn Williams grabbing all of his belongings from out the house was weird, kind of suspicious according to officials.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
He grabbed all of his belongings and got back into the vehicle with Big U, according to the officials.
But yeah, that's suspicious. But I'm thinking about it like this. It don't sound like he was scared. Because at the end of the day, he went into the Airbnb, packed his stuff up, and then got back in the car. So I'm trying to figure out, why would he do that? And then turn up dead? Like, how that happen like that?
Because Big U was pissed at him. He knew Big U was pissed at him and was going to send him home. So that's what happened. He was going to send him home and everything, and things got heated more and more, and he started bucking against this older guy, Big U. That's what happened. Man, forget all that, man. Look, man, it ain't like that shit happened here. It happened right here. Little youngin' try to buck against me, and I'm like, dude, God, dog, young. It wasn't gonna be no fingernail, no DNA under the fingernails. It was gonna just be straight.
The Airbnb footage, Rayshawn Williams and Big U would drive off together.
Right.
Big U's phone wouldn't come back on or start pinging information until about 2:15 a.m. A witness at the studio would say that Big U returned back to the studio without Rayshawn Williams at 3 a.m. in the morning. Now, the witness would say
when Big U took that boy to get his stuff and get all his stuff and put it in the car, he was plotting. Big U was plotting in. They had already argued. They was already, man, F you. I'm sending you back home. I'm going home. Forget you then, man. Just take me back home then, nickel. Nickel, take me home, nickel. Forget all that. I ain't trying, nigga, who you think you are? Yeah, all that was going down. That's why he said, well, I'm taking your ass back to get your stuff, nigga. And you getting on the plane, nickel. You know, all this stuff. Taking you back home, nickel. What? And then that's when the fighting started, and they really started kirking off. And that's when he shot him. Or offed him, or whatever.
That Big U was drenched in sweat. And when they asked Big U what he was doing, he said that he just left the gym. At about 6 hours.
What the hell? See, I didn't know it was this much information. I just heard something was going on. I ain't know it was cracking like this, folks. They acting a whole fool. And to know that he think he Suge Knight.
Yeah.
This nigga like 55 years old, man.
Hours later, Rayshawn
Wait.
he said that he just left the gym. About 6 hours later, Rayshawn Williams' body was found in a ditch near North Vegas at about 9 a.m. in the morning. Now, police believed, or they determined, his death was a manner of a homicide. Investigators believe that between 1:13 a.m. and 2:15 a.m., Big U and Rayshawn Williams drove away from the Airbnb. Big U drove Rayshawn Williams to North Vegas, shot and killed Rayshawn Williams, and dumped his body in a ditch.
But if he was sweating and he had DNA up under his fingernails, that means Rayshawn went out with a fight.
Yeah.
Rayshawn ain't go out like no punk bitch.
Yeah.
Rayshawn went out swinging.
Yeah.
He probably just ain't know what was going on. He got backdoor, really, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because he think he could trust this nigga. This my best friend, dad. He signed me. Okay, I'm tweaking with the studio time, but I could trust. He ain't gonna do nothing to me. He ain't gonna hurt me.
He ain't gonna kill off me.
You ain't gonna hurt me. But you still, you know what I'm saying, though? Like,
and then drove back to the studio drenched in sweat. Investigators will say, according to witness testimony, that Big U and Rayshawn Williams had an altercation at the studio before they ultimately left together. The altercation stemmed from Big U discovering that while Rayshawn Williams was in Vegas, one of the songs that he recorded at that studio was a record that could be interpreted as a Big U diss track. According to officials, they have a witness account of the altercation, but they don't have the footage of the altercation.
What?
Because shortly after Rayshawn's body was found, Big U instructed the studio to delete or remove all equipment that was in the studio the night that the altercation took place, as well as delete all the surveillance footage.
Well, why would you say that, bro? You just told on yourself without telling on yourself. You came back to the studio sweating without the nigga you was just with. Without the rapper. You came back to the studio without the rapper for what reason? Sweating. After you just unalived him. Why would you go back there and have witnesses like that? You should have disappeared. I'm not saying like I'm trying to teach somebody how to get away with a body or nothing, but like, gang, if you had a little bit of sense in your head, you 50-something years old. If you had a little bit of sense in your head, you would have disappeared into the night. You wouldn't have no witnesses for this problem.
Man,
you get what I'm saying, though? You probably still would have got caught.
Yes.
But you wouldn't have no witnesses. Y'all slow. Come on, man. What we doing?
So they don't have the footage of the actual altercation, but they have a first-hand account of it. And that's why they're charging Big U with the murder of Rayshawn Williams.
Right.
Answered questions when he was down there. They asked him when the last time you saw this person or this person, that person. And he told him, 6 months, a year. Nigga, it's not believable that a human being went that long without washing their hands because your skin get up under his nails.
Right.
You know, you had to see him, so he kind of himself.
Yeah, and he like if you heard what if you got what he said, basically the feds asked Big U like, when the last time you seen Rayshawn? 6 months ago. Oh, really? So why is your DNA up under his hand? He ain't washed his hands in 6 months. He ain't got in the shower. He ain't rinsed off. He ain't went to the bathroom. He ain't had no sex. He ain't wiped his hand off so your DNA leave. None of that. We found his unalived body in a ditch in Vegas. And you say you ain't seen him in 6 months, but your DNA is up under his fingernails.
Nobody else's DNA but yours.
You see how he like told on himself. He kept telling on himself. He went back to the studio sweating without the rapper, who he just unalived, witness. He lied to the feds. This is why you don't say nothing to the feds. You would think this grown-ass man
would understand that you do have a right to remain silent. Because anything you say can and will be used against you. Y'all don't understand what that means? Damn.
Would understand that.
Saying he ain't been around him, but his DNA, but that ain't even the worst. The worst ain't even come out. So I told Six, until it come out, you don't say nothing, it come out, it's in the blog.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Wack.
From my perspective, I don't know about them 6 months. The 6 months is kind of like, bro, if there's eyewitnesses who seen you at the studio that night, it's kind of 6 months is hard to believe, especially if this is somebody who used to live with you. This is somebody who was signed to your label.
And you talking about you ain't turn your phone off till you got to the you ain't turn your phone off until you decided I'm finna unalive this nigga.
Yeah,
I'm finna get to it with him. I'm finna do something to him. I'm finna hurt him.
Trying to be
you
smart.
What I'm saying? Cause your phone was tracking was tracking you from LA to Vegas. You got witnesses that seen you in Vegas.
And then
how slow do you gotta be?
Not seeing them in 6 months, but they're signed to you is kind of like, I don't know about that one. But in terms of the DNA, there has been some misinformation being spread about Big U's DNA being found under the fingernail of Rayshawn Williams. The truth about that is they did indeed get Big U's DNA, and they did indeed test it. Now, the DNA results came back inconclusive, but we can't exclude him completely, meaning Rayshawn Williams probably had multiple people's DNA under his fingernails, right? He probably had his girl, had his mom, right? So they're saying that we can't completely say Big U's DNA is here, but we can't say it's not either. So it's inconclusive. Investigating this murder and trying to really pin down Big U was the beginning of this entire investigation into Big U Enterprise and the RICO we currently see with the Rolling 60s. Without this murder, this investigation in RICO never happens.
Right.
But this murder isn't the only charge.
And that's usually what happened, though. Usually, it's most of the time, it's either a whole lot of money, so what the feds mad at you now, or it's a murder. One thing I know for sure, though, bro, is people ain't really, the feds and the police, they ain't really on you too hard about nothing else. They don't really care too much. Okay, you had a few guns, unless you like a felon or something like that. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Guns is legal. You'll get off with some probation. You get caught drunk driving, my nigga. You have a suspended license and you can't get a job for a few months, or you know what I'm saying? You stole some you shoplifting at the Macy's or something. Stole some Nike Tech's gang. Okay, we gonna lock you up. We gonna give you a charge. Plead guilty. We'll give you some community service. You know what I'm saying? It's the murderers. It's the R-worders. You catch my drift. And it's the armed robbers and the big time drug dealers that's just making it, either you gotta make the police job easy or you gotta be doing some crazy shit for the police to really be on you like that. Like everybody do something illegal. You know what I'm saying? It's technically not too legal for me to be thinking this doink right now. Everybody do something that's not all the way with the law, speed a little fast or something. Ain't nobody gonna really, the feds ain't finna come do no real investigation on you for no RICO. Unless it's a body attached to it. Unless it's multiple armed robberies. Or unless you just on the stitching on your damn self.
They're charging Big U, as you guys just heard, and his associates with robbery, fraud, human trafficking. So let's get into some of these charges and really break it down. So let's get into the human trafficking charge.
Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines.
Oh, y'all took it like that? Oh, it's been spooky.
Extorting strip clubs.
According to officials, Big U utilized this woman right here, Armani Afalaj, who he was also intimate with. He utilized her to transport 304s across state lines often. So she would recruit the women to come to Big U parties when he's chilling with the boys. Now, according to police, one of these interactions was actually captured on wiretap, which is severely underwhelming. When we hear the charge human trafficking, I'm thinking something crazy. Right? Like busting down some 304s, bro. I guess it's considered that. The human trafficking.
I do get what he's saying, though. But they probably just using this to stack it on top of it. You know what I'm saying? You're just stacking it on top of everything. Because that technically is human trafficking. I get what Flacco's saying, though, because when I hear human trafficking, I'm thinking you
trafficking humans.
Got some type of whole big, some crazy shit. You feel?
And that's how they get away with it.
They saying human trafficking because he probably had somebody recruit the girls from Vegas where it's legal to be a thought. You can be slutty as thought you want to be, you know what I'm saying? And get paid for it. So you get the girls from Vegas, bring them to LA. They do what they do, and you take some of the money See, now that's a whole different type of criminal business that you making money off of. You see what I'm saying?
Again, dates back to an incident that took place November of 2022, which really highlights how long they've been investigating for. So in November of 2022, Big U paid Afalaj $1,000 to transport 3 women from the Central District of California to Las Vegas to engage in prostitution and other crimes under Nevada law.
See, that's illegal. You can't bring no girls from one state to another state, make some money. They gon' that's racketeering.
The feds, being armed with this information, decided not to go to Big U because that's who they want.
Yeah, they gonna go to the girl.
They decided to go directly to, let's call her by her first name, Armani. So the feds went to Armani and presented her with everything they had. They said, yo, we got the wiretaps, bro. Do you want to be honest with us? And she kept it honest with them. June of 2023, they went to her house and they told her they got the wiretaps, they know everything that happened, and they planned on charging her with sex trafficking if she don't cooperate and speak to them. So she admitted that she promoted prostitution, but she did say that she doesn't think that she's a pimp. She just
know that she was known for quote unquote bringing the hoes.
She was known
read it. She was known for quote unquote bringing the hoes.
Nothing she was known for.
She said she did not consider herself a pimp, but created environments for women to do actions and make money. That's illegal though, bro. You can't bring no loud from California. You can't go buy no loud in California and bring it back to New York and sell it. That ain't how it works. No, I mean, well, New York is kind of legal, but you gonna go through all them states. You breaking federal laws. As soon as you leave state lines, you breaking federal laws.
Wow. That's crazy.
Do your homework.
Yeah.
Representation is correct. Okay.
She's known for bringing the hose around whenever she's asked to bring the hose around. Now, according to Armani, we call her by her first name now, she told investigators that she provided Big U with women as long as the women were paid. That representation is corroborated by a series of intercepted calls from January 2023 when Armani said she was bringing 7 women to Big U, and after which Big U talked to Armani and others about her being upset when they did not get paid right away.
Right.
According to Armani, she told her women, cash, charge them before you hit.
Cash before smash? This is crazy, bro. We watching the whole episode of Power right now, gang. We watching the whole episode of Power right now, bro. This is insane.
Cash before smash. So apparently when the women was coming around and they was smashing before getting cash, you know, some of them was getting shorter. You feel me? They wasn't getting the full amount, and Armani wasn't having it. So that's on wiretap as well. Of them having.
Oh my God. You're a man, you can't get none, right? You're a man, you can't get none. So you got to pay for it. And you mean to tell me you so whack of a man? You so whack of a man that you got to pay to get some. You can't get none for free because that's how whack you are. Then all of a sudden you finally get some because you said you're going to pay and you turn around and don't pay. That's why you got to pay, because you so whack. He's a whack ass. You mean to tell me you done hit the girl and then you're going to turn around and not pay for it? You whack, young. That's why you got to pay for it, because you's a whack person. Oh, my God, man.
Having
that's
that conversation of why you're not paying my girls the right amount. Here's where the story gets a little crazy. So she talked to the investigators. She let them know, I provided women for Big U. He paid for it, et cetera, et cetera. So she agreed to meet the investigators at a particular time and date. But the investigators told her, hey, bruh, don't tell Big U we talked to you. You got it? So she agreed, right? And her knowing that she's on wiretap,
don't tell
right?
Because
the police is showing her and playing her the wiretap of their conversation and saying, yo, own up to it.
Right.
And that's why she owned up to it. So knowing she's on wiretap and knowing the investigators told her, don't talk to anybody about this. as soon as they left. I'm talking about that day immediately.
She texted him, stupid.
There's a wiretap conversation of Big U, Armani, and others on the phone where Armani is telling Big U the feds just came by.
She's stupid.
The document
Why would you
says,
call? What?
Oh my God.
My problem is they be grown. These is not kids, gang. These is not no 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, bro. These is 40, 50-year-old grown-ass men and women.
That's embarrassing.
You just left the feds. They told you they had a wiretap conversation about something that you talked about on the phone. Then you snitched on the whole situation. As soon as you left the feds, they said, don't tell him we talked today. You left and called him? You didn't meet up? Have you ever seen Power? Come on, gang. On Power, what they do? They pull up to a location, leave their phones in the car, hop out the car, have a conversation, and bail out. They don't call you and say, hey, the feds are on us. They said they got phones on wiretap. Oh, wait, I'm on the phone. Stupid ass lady.
However, after they told her, don't talk to Big U, wiretap communication between Big U, her, and others showed that after Armani's interview, she met with Big U and other Big U Enterprise associates to discuss her interaction with law enforcement. Those calls started right after the interview with an associate calling Big U, demanding to talk to him immediately about money. On that call, Big U made sure that the caller kept Armani where she was at so that Big U could meet up with her about it. The next day, Big U and Armani talked on the phone about what happened yesterday. Armani never met with the investigators after the conversation with Big U, and she stopped cooperating, right? She refused to cooperate any further, which is why she was arrested and picked up in this RICO. Now, according to Wiretap, Big U was talking to another associate, let him know while on the phone, on a wiretap, that his lawyer told him that he shouldn't be on the phone. So Big U was well aware. I'm talking about well aware, what was going on. So he knew they were investigating him ever since late 2022, early 2023. They're also charging Big U with robberies and a string of extortion that stems anywhere from extorting individual citizens, extorting NBA All-Stars, extorting entertainers, and extorting local businesses.
I ain't gonna lie, that happens in LA though, boy. It's very hard to man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably the last place.
What?
I ain't gonna lie though. If I got a business in LA and y'all play with me, gang, I ain't gonna lie. I'm calling the police. FBI.
Everybody says that, but it's so many people being distorted for money, man, and all this type of stuff. Oh my God. I ain't gonna wait for the police to have no wiretaps. I'm gonna wiretap your stupid ass. I'm gonna have all my employees with a wire on. As soon as you come in trying to extort them, I'm gonna get your ass on audio, video record. Man, fuck. See, y'all different from me. Y'all different from me. I handles my own business. I wish I would call the police if something happened on my land. Shoot, I call them and tell them, this is why I shot the guy. Let me break it down for you. Police told me one day you should get a restraining order. So I said, then what you do? And she talking about something. Well, if they come back, you can call us to arrest them. I said, not supposed to hold this piece of paper up, the restraining order, while he kicking my tail? Is that what I supposed to do? I said, no, when I call y'all gonna be coming with the coroner with a body bag. And she told me, we'll be taking you to jail. I said, that too. I'll be going happy. I don't mind going to jail for something I believe in.
I ain't gonna wait for the police to have no wiretaps. I'm gonna wiretap your stupid ass. I'm gonna have all my employees with a wire on. As soon as you come in trying to extort them, I'm gonna get your ass on audio, video record. Do your homework. I'm going straight to the popo. You getting locked up,
I gotta
crazy man.
This. That's why
I'm gonna switch employees. Y'all gonna have to burn this bitch down.
Charges against Mr. Henley.
But they be doing that in LA though.
Reflect a pattern of crimes.
Even if you go to the club,
gambit from extortion to robbery to murder to tax fraud and to human trafficking.
Tax fraud.
All under the umbrella of a well-organized criminal organization led by Mr. Henley. Additionally, Mr. Henley duped the County of Los Angeles by running a nonprofit named Developing Options, which was set up to pull youth out of the gang life and promote anti-gang solutions. Yet Mr. Henley continued to personally orchestrate violent gang activity that impact our community.
That's crazy.
It's at this stage in the indictment we get introduced to Loose Cannon's role and Bricc Baby role in this indictment. You see, Loose Cannon and Bricc Baby were described as essentially Big U's henchmen, people who were under Big U who committed crimes and robberies on behalf of Big U.
Right.
And there's several instances that they describe. The first instance would be Big U and Loose Cannon in the dispensary play. So there was a local dispensary paying Big U about $25,000 a month for protection. Now, the dispensary...
See what I'm saying, though? Because if I...
That's bull. God damn. Dude. 25,000. That's a lot of damn money. A month? That's a lie right there. That's a lie. They not, dude, I swear to God, if you go into any dispensary from the first of the month all the way to the next first of the month, and you calculate how much money they making or how much money they bringing in, that's not even including keeping the lights on. That's not even including buying the product that you gotta, we don't make that much money. Hello? We don't make that much money. So you mean to tell me you're gonna pay this dude $25,000 a month, plus you gotta keep the lights on, pay the rent, and buy more stuff and pay the employees, and you still happy? Whoever owns that place is still happy. They would be happy if they made $20,000 a month, if they cleared that much. But see, it takes a real business person to understand that's bullshit. That is bull. $25,000 a month. Come on, man.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
About $25,000 a month for protection. Now, the dispensary...
See what I'm saying, though? Because I'm gonna pay Big U, because if I pay Big U, he gonna protect my store. He gonna protect you feel my whoop. This is like real life GTA out there, boy. Like real life power in LA, gang. LA is crazy, bro.
The owner got sick and tired of
that shit ain't going in Chicago. I'm gonna pop your dumb
And when he stopped paying the $25,000 a month, Big U said, according to the officials now, Big U said, okay, you're not going to play no more? Okay, cool. So in retaliation, on July 5th of 2021, a couple of Big U associates, about a dozen plus, ran up in a dispensary with guns and armed. Now, strategically, they ran up in a dispensary with no mask on, barefaced, because they wanted the victim one to know that we are Big U guys, and this is because you didn't pay Big U that $25,000.
Like, this ain't no damn movie, bro. You finna go to jail, silly man. It's something wrong with the grown ass goofies trying to be gangbangers and shit, gang.
Grown
What's
ass
wrong
goofies,
with you, bro. You 50 years old, bro.
He walking in there,
and one of the dudes involved, as you guys see right here, Tremaine Williams, was Loose Cannon. They took the belongings of the customers, the owners, anybody that was in the dispensary. They robbed you. It don't matter if you were a customer or an employee. You got robbed. They took the marijuana. They took all the cash from the dispensary.
Man,
they took it all
with no mask.
Now here's the part of the story that I found almost unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. All right, if I didn't already hear this story before, I would think it was impossible. So during the robbery, apparently one of the assailants contacted Big U according to authorities. They put the store owner, the dispensary owner, on the phone with Big U on FaceTime, where Big U is letting him know, hey, bro, I try to warn you, man. I told you to keep paying that $25,000. According to officials, now Flacco, I don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
I'm just reporting.
I'm just reacting. I'm not the police. I'm reacting to the police.
People, all right? So after they robbed him, they put the dude on FaceTime with Big U.
Like, that's so stupid.
And Big U essentially said, listen, they taking your stuff to my crib. Come over to my crib and we can have a conversation about you possibly getting some things back, but we got to reinstate our original agreement. So the victim went to Big U's premises, as you guys see right here. And others were there, including Loose Cannon, according to the victim. Stupid. Now, Big U told this person, that's how you rob yourself.
I am him. Him is me. Victim 1, I agree.
Victim 1, I agree.
Big U finna rob my store, and I'm trying to be a law-abiding citizen with a law-abiding business. Boy, you better leave me the fuck alone. Go do something to them gangsters over there, folks. Go rob them. Leave me the fuck alone. I would have called the police on y'all monkey ass, boy. What you think I'm finna go back to the... Man, y'all, there's something wrong with y'all, gang.
Then Big U demanded $10,000 from the victim to ensure that other robberies did not occur. Now, according to reports, Big U also directed the victim to identify other businesses or dispensaries that he could similarly rob and assure that the victim, would not get robbed himself, and they will also compensate him from whatever they get.
Right.
They reinstated the agreement, but it wasn't 25 bands a month as it used to be because he was no longer at that peak of business. So they agreed and settled on a lower amount.
Right.
But here's the thing. Victim 1 went working with the police, bro. He said, bruh, I done had enough, bruh. All right. I'm talking. So then he began to cooperate with the police, and they began to scheme up methods to really catch Big U in the act of extortion.
No problem.
Which we will get to shortly.
Yeah. So basically, it's like, cause
look on 100.
He'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like, we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we.
10 minutes.
FBI, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
we got him.
God, I can't believe this shit, yeah. What the fuck is going on? You fucking can't make this shit up. I swear you can't make this shit. Dude, I'm gonna do a movie over this shit. Look at Whack. Look at Whack looking at him like this nigga is telling on himself. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the stupidest.
Oh my God.
This is the stupidest dude I have ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, man. My face hurt.
Oh my God.
Trying to, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the they get that? Oh, well, we're gonna just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cause it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police. I seen he get like 20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like he was doing like shit like that,
He
and I didn't catch
on everybody ass. Big U is finna snitch on everybody. He'll be home next week. He got it all locked. He already got it locked down.
So it was like I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm
high-tech shit.
I'm his right hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right?
That's the exact sequence of event that took place with the dispensary. Robbed the dispensary.
Oh
the person is at the house because they FaceTime Big U allegedly, according to the documents, while at the dispensary. They agreed to meet up at the crib. They meet up at the crib. They give the guy a portion of his money back. Told him, hey, bro, you got to get back on the payment plan. According to the document, Loose Cannon admitting to this on No Jumper contributed to him being charged and indicted for it because the victim been saying Loose Cannon was involved, but there's no.
I'm going to put it like this. I would love to be on No Jumper, but y'all gonna have to come to Miami. Cause this shit here, I am not listening, bro. I knew it was something about No Jumper, gang. No Jumper used to be the coolest podcast in the world. They used to interview the new up-and-coming rappers, you know what I'm saying? XXX, dude. You feel me? Playboy Cardi, Lil Durk when he was first coming up. You know what I'm saying? They used to be tweaking. They used to just be, Adam just used to be the cool little white boy that skateboard and smoke some loud. And then it just started getting a little like, now it just feel like it's like a big ass mafia meeting over there, folks.
I thought he was doing some skateboarding.
It's like a mafia meeting.
And plus, he in the porn.
Recorded mafia meetings. Can you imagine that shit? It's like Tariq said. It's like Tommy and Ghost had a podcast about the bodies they just caught. What are we talking about here, bro? That don't make no sense.
That's crazy, man.
And it just start getting more gang. Like the gang. I wouldn't be surprised if the gangsters have took over No Jumper. Like, hey, little homie, you gonna make sure all our people good, or this ain't gonna go on for too much long.
Hey, they done took over the podcast. Look, we're gonna pay you some money, but you got to do all our stuff. Like Big U did the weed spot. You got to pay us $25,000 for protection. Look, you do your podcast, but our people come on first, or you know what I'm saying? Adam 22 is being pimped. Oh my God, that's crazy. This is funny, man.
I wouldn't be surprised, gang. No, listen, Adam. All you gotta do is blink 3 times and comment the number 1. Call the police, bro. We know we can. You might be in danger right now.
Give me a signal.
The popo. The police. Call them. It's only 3 numbers you gotta remember. 911.
Video footage of Loose Cannon involved. There's no surveillance of Loose Cannon involved. But Loose Cannon saying this on No Jumper.
Loose Cannon, the one that got him under the spell. Loose Cannon and oh my God,
led to the feds indicting him for being involved because the victim statement
Loose Cannon
and your statement aligns with exactly what took place. So this is bad.
This is bad.
In that same interview, Loose Cannon would break down how they robbed Meek Mill at the instructions of Big U. And they were able to extort $50,000 from Rick Ross.
Oh my God.
But Big U took all the money and iced them out. And that's how they fell out.
Cuz is actually putting us in paperwork, right?
Oh my God.
And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get 20 guns. And when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies, but I didn't catch on.
Shit,
I'm his right hand man. Get it.
Back to 40, right?
He did that to when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So
and you snitching on yourself. It ain't like he just snitching on some nigga he know. He's snitching on himself. He's telling everybody, I did this for Big U. And look at Whack 100. He like, this stupid motherfucker on here.
I'm just making sure they seeing the same thing I'm seeing.
Posted this shit on Instagram?
Oh my God. I just want to make sure you see the same shit I'm seeing.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you at him.
Yeah. No, they sent that because I called Ross. I'm like, Ross,
boy, this shit getting crazy.
Drop off the 50,000 and we're going to let Meek live on Crib. So Ross dropped off the 50,000. And so me and the homies, we go back. He stopped answering the phone. He stopped picking up.
Loose Cannon and Big U's relationship, as it's identified in the document, it's similar to Big U's and Bricc Baby's relationship. Now, Loose Cannon is indicted for doing robberies on behalf of Big U. Bricc Baby is also indicted for doing robberies on behalf of Big U. On November 11th, 2022, Bricc Baby and Big U had a conversation that was wiretapped. During that conversation, Bricc Baby identified as Mitchell. Big U identified as Henley. Mitchell, Bricc Baby, was, having a conversation about how much money Bricc Baby should give to Big U in the recent robbery they partaked in. Now, if we scroll down, you will see...
So, y'all, and then you know how slow you got to be 30, 40, 50 years old, grown-ass man with kids. We ain't talking about no nigga in high school, bro. We talking about some grown-ass men with kids. They been to jail before. They been gangbanging since they was 13. God. They're 40. 30-something years old.
And still can't get it right.
They know the feds is on them. Mm-hmm. They snitching on themselves for years on a podcast and some motion.
I'm done, son.
Big U at this time, he already know the feds then contacted the girl and they investigating something. He know his phone is on wiretap and he's still on the phone talking about money, robberies, and bodies. extortion and some motion on the phone that he know the feds are listening to. Do you know how like
Big U is talking to another gentleman in a wiretap call.
He said his IQ is a 1. Oh my God. Oh my God, yo. I got to. Hey, Mac. Dude, I gotta stay on. I gotta live on your channel, man. This dude, Mac, thinks 100% the same way I do. I preach it for the older generation, and he preach it for the younger generation. I gotta get in touch with this dude. We gotta do something together, bro. No bullshit.
And that conversation goes, they robbed which is Bricc Baby, from some ish. They made a ninja call his plug, and then they booked him. So in another wiretap call, Big U was talking to somebody who confirms that Bricc Baby made somebody call their plug, and then they robbed the plug. And apparently, Big U only got a portion of the money because they had to split it between 5 to 7 people. And remember the owner of the dispensary that allegedly got robbed by Loose Cannon and Big U? Well, that owner began to cooperate with the feds, right? Began to cooperate with police. And they began to record all his interactions with Big U. When Big U called demanding he bring his weekly payments, when he pulled up to give Big U the weekly payments, all of that got recorded on video. This is one of the dudes I really feel bad for. He was just a legal business owner who opened up a dispensary in the wrong neighborhood that was ran by Big U in the rolling 60s. Because you can see here, they agreed, give us $2,000 every Monday, and he had to bring $2,000 every Monday. 8 bands.
See, now we're talking about some reasonable numbers. $2,000 a week every Monday. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8,000 a month. Those are reasonable numbers. 25,000 a month? Hell's to the no. If you open up a weed dispensary, you are lured, unless you are seriously a company that can do like a Walmart or a Kmart or a McDonald's franchise, you got enough money where you can do a Chick-fil-A franchise. You got some bread. You got some cake to be able to lose $25,000 a month for some street bammers. That's some serious money, man. Every month, in 2 months, that's 50 grand. That's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. No $25,000. Nigga, I would have went under. That's my whole pay. I can't even pay my company. I can't even pay my employees. I can't pay my bills. You take $25,000 in 1 month from me, that leave me with a negative. Come on, cuz.
Ends a month. It got to a point
Check
where
this out. This
the
like
agreement didn't even matter, right? According to the document, Big U would call and be like, hey, bro, I need $3,000, right? I'm trying to get a gift for somebody. And he had to bring the money whenever he was called. And when he don't, well, you see threats right here where it says in the document, Big U told him, do we need to do another takeover like we did before? I think dude was ready to play ball, but once it gets to a point where, you're literally being drained dry, you are being drained so dry that you don't even have enough to live. Like, you don't even have enough to run your business.
Right.
Like, you essentially have to tell at this point to survive and live.
Some motherfuckers wouldn't got $1 out of me. I would have been told. I would have hired some security, put a bulletproof glass on my car. I would have had security outside to escort me to my car and get me to the freeway from them grave. I would have had me a fast car, make sure nobody following me in some motion. But I wouldn't have been paying nobody 8 bands a month. And I would have told on y'all that. Crazy, man. I wouldn't have paid y'all Nathaniel. I promise you.
Nathaniel.
Not going like that.
So
I would have shut down the business.
I wouldn't have paid y'all Nathaniel. He think I ain't catch that. See, I'm wise, cuz. I caught that. He said I wouldn't have paid y'all Nathaniel. I like that, man.
I had to escort me to my car and get me to the freeway from them grave. I would have had me a fast car, make sure nobody following me in some motion. But I wouldn't have been paying nobody 8 bands a month. And I would have told on y'all that. Crazy, man. I wouldn't have paid y'all Nathaniel. I promise you. No.
eat.
Not going like that.
So
I would have shut down.
To work with
shut
the
down
feds,
the
and the
business.
feds began to give him money to give to Big U. He's on camera paying Big U $1,000 of his extortion fee, $1,500 of his extortion fee, $1,000, and then it got to a point around 2023 where I guess Big U was sort of understanding the feds were investigating him.
2023.
So then his homeboy began to accept the money.
Oh
on his
yeah,
behalf.
that'll work.
Robinson accepted.
So we're not gonna stop doing the crimes. We just gonna
numerous weekly payments on behalf of Big U, according to the officials. And all of this, by the way, is on camera, including the wiretaps where they're demanding that the victim bring them their money. There's a great deal of extortion claims. And if I cover everything, we'll be here all day. All right, we'll be here all day.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't even watch no more of this. Them niggas smoke though. I promise.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Feds got them a free one.
We
too.
got 'em.
Somebody getting a promotion, overtime, and a Christmas bonus over there at the Feds. Woo, woo. And they gonna flip it. They gonna be on they gonna be on documentaries. You know they in LA, they finna go crazy. They gonna be on documentary.
Easy
They gonna make movies about the feds finna be in the Hall of Fame for this one. Oh, for them. Stupid ass little nigga. I can't even say stupid little nigga. Y'all grown as a biat.
Oh my God. Grown men acting up and not getting this thing done right, man. Hey, come on, Macadal. I'm gonna call you Macadal. I hope you think Macmula. I like this dude, man. I really like him, man. I'm gonna have to get in touch with him, man, and see if we could do some business together. Real talk. See if we could do some business together, man. Here go another one of his videos. Hey, I'm great. I've been watching his videos all day, so I said, let me do some reaction to some of them, man. Oh my God, this is crazy. Loose Cannon, you are you living up to your name. I know that much. You know, no disrespect. I ain't trying to show no disrespect to you, bruh, because a name like Loose Cannon, I don't want you showing up at my doorstep. That's not what I'm trying to insinuate. You know, you can catch anybody sleeping or slipping, right? That ain't where we at. That ain't where Mac is at. We trying to help you, if anything. I'm here to help people. You know, I ain't no sucker now. We can get in boxing ring together and plan a fight and do the best we can. Shoot, I'm kind of old, so you got to do 3 rounds for me. But that don't mean I'm a punk. Y'all know Uncle Mike ain't no punk. You know, and if you want to pull some guns, whoever draw the fastest win. The bullet gonna go through your flesh. That ain't what we about. I'm trying to teach people how to be smart. And you are proving to the world that to keep doing what you're doing. We need some examples. Loose Cannon, we need some examples. Big U, I cannot believe you are in this mess. If it's smoke, there's fire. If you in the mess, why the police ain't coming over here? Asking me questions, telling me to stopping the cease order. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just chilling, man. My main man Mac ain't doing nothing. And the dude we keep reacting to, I'm sorry, y'all, my brain don't go that deep. I forgot his name again. Poetry or something like that, man. Positive brothers, man. Surround yourself around positive people. Now he talking about them guys. I think I'm older than Big U. I'm 58, man. In 1 more month, I'll be 59. Yeah. I learned my lesson long time ago. I'm old. I'm an old fart now. Everybody say I'm old. Guess what? Uncle Mike, y'all can kiss my ass. I'm allergic to jail, my guy. I'm allergic to jail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill out and enjoy my life, baby. Y'all take it light, take it slow. You wish you had this joint. You wish you had what I had. Work hard to get to where I'm at. So you need to work hard. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Don't forget about the World's Largest Rap Contest.com. The world's lost rap contest.com. I got this t-shirt on and everything. Peace out.